Hello, hello, and welcome to the semifinals of the UNPL Spring Fling. For semifinals, we're going up against TytheGuy, rematch. We did beat him in the regular season with 3 attacks septile. Was it supposed to be? With only 3 moves septile, I should say. But anyways, we were able to beat him that time. Coming down to 90% moves at missing, which it's kind of crazy, but anyways, this week, I expect last time we played, he did not bring the Halucha, or he did not bring Unburden Halucha, so it wasn't like too much of a threat. However, I expect him to this week, just because, just kind of a change of pace, and Unburden Halucha is very good. So, yeah. Basically that. I mean, Crocodiles kind of goes crazy. Last time was some like scale shot bulk upset. Could be that again. I kind of expected it to be regular Intimidate maybe now. Rev of Room didn't come last time. I think it could come this time with like a shift gear set. Oh, there should be Terra Mag Mortar, not Word here. Pretty sure that was changed, like after our game. So yeah, it's either Terra Thraki or Terra Mag Mortar. I just expect Terra Thwacky to come with Halucha. That's basically what I expect. And then I think Rev Room will come. Crocodile, maybe Slow King. Slow King didn't do too well last time, so maybe not. And then get like Kilowattrel or Florges. Probably something like that. So yeah. Going into my team, first off, none other than Axers, of course. I'm never not bringing Axers. We are Clear Amulet this week, with Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Poison Jab, and X Scissor. It's just a great breaker. Good, hopefully like an endgame setup mod. I get a Dragon Dance off, and these 2 coverage moves hits a lot of the team. I cannot hit Rev of Room though, so if the Rev of Room is there, I actually cannot hit it at all with these moves. It resists all of them, so I have to get rid of the Rev of Room, or it's just if it's not there. Clear Amulet for the Intimidate, ignoring that. And yeah, pretty simple. Next is Manibus with Heavy Duty Boots, Big Pecs. I'm running Big Pecs because I do not need Overcoat. There's no Sandstorm or any powder moves, stuff like that. So I can run Big Pecs for like crunch, defense, drop, prevention. It's like, I guess, better than Overcoat. So then Roost, Iron Defense, Toxic, and U-Turn. This is a very passive Mandibuzz set, I feel. However, it works well into my opponent's team, because I can Iron Defense on a lot of the physical threats, such as I can 1v1 at +2 Unburden Halucha. I can come in, eat in Acrobatics. Now that I say that, that's not true. I do that +2, but if it's if the Halucha is not set up, I can beat it 1v1 because if we boost up equally with Iron Defenses and Swords Dances, then eventually I will win with Toxic and Roost Stall. And it also works against the why am I blanking? The Crocodile as well. Also goes against the Crocodile if it's like another bulk up set. I can Iron Defense better than the bulk ups, so there's that. And just max Fizz because this is going to be my physical check. Next is Tinkaton, the Shukaberry, Own Tempo, Play Rough, Bulldoze, Brick Break, and Knockoff. I'm 4 attacks this week. I wasn't really sure what exactly to bring on Tinkaton. I know Tinkaton's pretty good utility-wise into the stand. Originally had like a Swords Dance set with Own Tempo, but I just couldn't get a Swords Dance off, and Tinkaton is just not strong enough for Swords Dance. So Own Tempo instead of Mold Breaker or Pickpocket, because Intimidate. Basically it. Shukaberry to eat a Earthquake from like a Crocodile or a High Horsepower from a Rev Room. Play Rough, just stab. Bulldoze is for that Rev Room. If it's not Air Balloon. Brick Break, possibly just for like a Florges screens that might possibly come. And then Knockoff is great just for getting rid of items, and possibly pop a Slowking Coldberry, which if Slowking comes, that is what I expect on it. Next is the Clodsire. Sugarberry again, Water Absorb, Stealth Rocks recover High Horsepower and counter. Sugarberry, again, just same as Tinkaton, eat the ground moves. Rocks are rocks, recover. High horsepower instead of Earthquake because of the grassy terrain set by TytheGuy. And counters there to, I can eat a +2. I can eat a +2 acrobatics from Hawlucha. I can also eat ground type moves from aforementioned Crocodile and River, and then I can counter it back with the Sugarberry. That's basically what counters for. And yeah, I think that should work pretty well. And we are max Fizz Depth this week to help with that. Next is Choice Scarf Typhlosion, again, with Frisk, Eruption, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, and Will-O-Wisp. This has really went to my opponent's team. It's a great Scarfer. The combination of Fire and Ghost type moves does really well. Last time we played, I was a Calm Mindset, so my opponent might expect that again. So I am fast this week with Eruption to get some really strong Fire type damage off. And yeah, I mean Shadow Ball and Eruption and or Flamethrower is very good. And Will-O-Wisp just as a last move if I do need it. Last, not least, is Sneasel this week. Focus Sash, Inner Focus, Swords Dance, and Knockoff, Triple Axle, and Ice Shard. This is going to be my sort of dedicated lead. I'm not sure exactly yet, but most likely will be. This is just going to be, I set up a Swords Dance turn 1, live a hit, and then click Triple Axle and Ice Shard. Because once I get Swords Dance off, Knockoff and Triple Axle kill basically everything on my opponent's team. There are some things I can live a hit. And the faster threats, Kilowattrel and Hawlucha, I can kill with Ice Shard. +2 Terra Ice boosted Ice Shard, I might add. So +2 Terra Ice Shard, guarantee kills Kilowattrel, and doesn't guarantee kill Hawlucha. However, I don't expect the Hawlucha to be too bulk invested because my Sceptile does outspeed Hawlucha with Unburden. Since Sceptile has Unburden itself. So I think my opponent will keep that in mind and have enough speed for like my second fastest. So like, now I'm saying that, whatever. I'm just talking to myself at the point. So Ice Shard kills some of the times depending on how bulk invested it is. Yeah, that's basically what it is. And that's my team for semifinals of the UNPL Spring Fling. It's been a pretty good season. Went 6-1 in the regular season, top of both of them, which is great. I know I haven't been able to, record a lot of the battles, which is fine, but yeah, we'll try to win this one. Try to make the finals. If not, all good. UNPL D League and Academy will be up soon. Academy starts next week. First battle is next week, and D League the draft is happening right now, actually. So, as I record this, so if this ends, then those two things will be there. And PDL is still going on in playoffs, and Season 5 will start very soon as well for that. So, still a lot of stuff going on. So, if this ends, no problem. Anyways, we'll try to get that win, and the battle will be soon. Hello and welcome to semifinals of the UNPL Spring Fling versus TytheGuy. This is again going to be post-com because I was playing this game not at home, and you could say that I was not in the greatest of shape when I played this game. However, regardless, here we go. Looking at my opponent's team, no Florges or Slowking, which is actually nice because my opponent's team looks more offensive, which my Sneasel actually does really nice into. My opponent didn't bring the Rubber Room, so my Haxorus can't do well until it gets rid of that. So yeah, which shouldn't be a problem. Cloudsire and Tinkaton do pretty well with it. And yeah, the Hawlucha TytheGuy combo is here, which I expected. Last time Crocodile was like a bulk up scale shot set, which it could be again. So yeah, the Kilowattrel's there as well. So my plan was to lead Sneasel, which I did, and I instantly go for the Swords Dance because that's what I was gonna do right here. And I hear like Triple Axle Okos, and in the back of my mind I was like, yeah, this could be Scarf because it came out, but it could just be more defensive and can eat the triple axle. And Ice Shard didn't kill, so I just Terra Ice went for the triple axle, but it is Scarf, and Surf kills me, so my lead plan didn't really work out, which is kind of annoying. However, I know it's choice, so I bring Cloudsire, and I'm Water Absorb, so my opponent switches in the Crocodile as I get up some free rocks. My opponent doesn't bulk up, and I counter expecting an Earthquake. Also, it's not Intimidate, by the way, it's Moxie. My opponent does bulk up, so it is another bulk up Scale Shot set. Yeah, which is the exact same set that I was talking about last time. Yeah, no, just keep in mind that while I'm playing this game, I don't know if I can say exactly what, but not the best gameplay because of some some what I was doing, some stuff I did before. But yeah, the bulks up again as I Toxic it just a little. This thing I can put it on timer. My opponent does have Rock Slide, so that does a ton of damage to my Mana Buzz, which I didn't expect. And it's Iron Defense, which is a misplay by me, but I didn't expect the Rock Slide, so there you go. This Crocodile is boosted. However, at +1, outspeed with my Typhlosion because I am Choice Scarf, and Eruption does take this Crocodile out. So I do get this massive threat out of the way, however I did lose 2 Pokemon for it, basically. Yeah, so it's not a great start. This Scarf TytheGuy comes back and I go into Cloudsire on the Rapid Spin. Scarf Rapid Spin, which I didn't expect, interesting. Whatever, that gets rid of that. I get up rocks again, yep. And I, at display, I was like, yeah, it's a Rever Room. That guy's quad weak to ground, right? And I just didn't take into account that there's a balloon. You know, if I was playing at my peak, peak form, peak physical form, I could have maybe just used my eyes and just, saw that it was on an air balloon. I'm pretty sure it also says it's on air balloon right here. Which I don't know if this is it in the chat as well. But yeah, it says balloon, and I just click that button, High Horsepower, which is obviously immune to. Which I mean, to be honest, I don't know why I did. I actually didn't know it had an air balloon until I clicked High Horsepower. So yeah, so I bring in my Tinkaton because I'm like, oh no, that's not good. I can't touch it with my Cloudsire. So I go to my Tinkaton as it shift gears again. So this turn again, after the air balloon, I went in Tinkaton, and my whole plan was to lower this. I had Bulldoze on this just to lower the speed by 1 so I can outspeed it. Which I'm like, yeah, I'll just click that because that was my plan. Yeah. High Horsepower, I eat it with my Sugar Berry. It's nice. I can maybe break the balloon with my knockoff, but no, I go for it. I go for another ground move on the floating river. Floating cars. I mean, that's the future, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing at the time. It is unfortunate, though. However, Tinkaton does go down. I bring Cloudsire back in. If you look over, yeah, you can see the interaction there with Danny. Yeah. I don't know if this is like worse than Jet Punching in Psychic Terrain, but it's up there. It's definitely up there. I bring in my Cloudsire again because I do have counter, and I do live with Sugar Berry. I did calc after this though. After I realized the plays that I just made, I realized I kind of need to lock it. So I did calc, and I do live. I actually lived a +2. Was it +2 High Horsepower from this guy, even without Sugar Berry? So my plan was to scout if another shift gear was going to come. So I actually recover from the High Horsepower here. I take 50%, I recover 50%. And that was actually a high roll, I'm pretty sure. So most likely I live this hit. I can counter it after. So I do live the hit. I do counter. I do take the rubber room out without a ground move, thankfully. But as you can see, I just kind of gave up Tinkaton for free, and I was some interesting plays being made against that rubber room. To say the least, I do sack the Cloudsire to the Kilowatt Roll. I do bring in Typhlosion. At this point, I don't think I can win. Maybe if I get a Dragon Dance off with Haxus, it can do well. However, the Inverted Hawlucha is still there. So that thing just outspeeds both my mons and kills me. So unless I get like +3 or +2 and all which is not too speed invested, then maybe. But at this point, with the mons that my opponent has and the damage output, I don't think there's a way for me to win this. However, I will just click Scarf Eruption. However, I do expect the TytheGuy to come in here, so I do predict it with the Shadow Ball, which I do to a KO. Yep. And my opponent goes into Thwacky, and I was just gonna, you know, expecting a knockoff, because if it hits both mons, it's just a good play. However, my opponent decided to go Demon Time. Shout out to Ty. And just raw Terra Fairy Terra Blast, which is insane. He's banded, by the way, if you look by this Frisk, which is actually crazy. That wouldn't have done too much to my TytheGuy, so props to him for going for that. Yeah, and then I click Eruption. I do not kill it. Wait, no, I kill this. Crit didn't matter. However, the Hawlucha does come in, and since I'm locked into Eruption, Zen Headbutt just to get the chip, you know. I don't kill it, and with that, Acro knocks my TytheGuy out. And I lose in semifinals. Obviously, probably one of the worst games I've played. You can obviously tell that. But I will say I was not in playing condition, you could say. However, no excuses. Good game to tie, for sure. Excited to see him play in the finals actually next week against Pokemon Master, who I also beat. I don't know. I'm kind of upset because, you know, if I played this normally, I would have done a lot better. It was actually closer than I expected after just clicking 2 immunities into my opponent. However, you know, that's kind of how it goes. So, anyways, that's my Spring Fling run. Yeah, that's it. However, drafting for UNPL Academy and D-League just ended, so there's still a ton of drafts coming up. Also, drafting for PDL Season 5 is also coming up soon, so there's still a ton of leagues coming my way. So, yeah, that's my Spring Fling run. Thank you for watching this run. It's been very fun. Thank you, Daddy Mac, and all. By the way, I never mentioned all the other Spring Fling coaches are in the description. I never once mentioned that. I kind of forgot about it, but they've been there, so yeah, go check them out, and thank you for watching.